going on? Howdy, my friends. You thought it was going to be an empty kitchen. It's time for Tasty Tuesday. So, this is going to be an awesome time. I want to share this with my friends out there. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to do this with you guys. Today, you voted, you won. We are doing Big Mac in a bowl. So, I've got all the components here. Let me share with you guys the components for Big Mac in a bowl. So we've got our diced onion, which I'll finish dicing here in a moment. We've got pickles, and I'm using pickle spears that I'm chopping up instead of pickle slices, but the recipe here says pickle slices. So I've got the onion, pickle slices. The recipe calls for lean ground beef, and so I chose to use lean ground turkey. Don't tell the family. I'm just saying I wanted turkey. So we got turkey for us. You can use lean ground beef. You're gonna want to get ground beef that's 95 to 97% lean. You can find it out there. And then also you're gonna need a couple other components, some onion powder. You're gonna need some white vinegar. You're gonna need sesame seeds, romaine lettuce, and then you're gonna need light Thousand Island dressing. And it says even to use wishbone light. I mean, you know, so the recipe's pretty specific, but light Thousand Island dressing. Then you're gonna go for reduced fat, sharp cheddar cheese. All right, so we're gonna take all these components and do this. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take and brown the meat. Let's get it running. I've already got it a little bit started. I'll get it going again. So that's going there. You're gonna use a little bit of cooking spray for that, to get that where it doesn't burn. Let me get this set up here. And then I'm gonna run and grab and put these onions in. So we'll add the onions now. We're gonna cook them together. Just a minute, I'll be measuring everything. Let me explain. For each one of your bowls, you're gonna be doing 5 ounces of this meat. So remember that. We'll come back to it. All right, while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in here and finish chopping up this onion and get it in. All right. You're gonna take your onion and put it in. When we put the recipe up in a moment, guys, you'll have the exact measurements for the onion that you use per bowl. Now I'm fixing for a family. I'll show you how to weigh it afterwards and all that kind of stuff. We always weigh and we always measure. It's very important to weigh and measure. Here's the reason why. I say this all the time. You will cheat yourself on certain things. If you're not careful and you don't pay attention, you'll cheat yourself on meats and proteins. You'll cheat yourself on other things like vegetables. If you don't realize how much a vegetable is when you put it into a cup, you'll cheat yourself, especially leafy vegetables. So pay attention. We'll want to weigh and measure. So I'm going to set this back over here. I've got all my onion in there. I've got the beef brown, and I'm going to leave it going. I'm going to turn it down so it doesn't go super fast. I'll let it do its thing, and that's going to give me time to get back over here. And I'm going to get started on the lettuce. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm going to put this out of the way. All right, now I'm back. I'm going to start taking this romaine lettuce, and it says to do it in strips. The great thing about this is it's really easy to do romaine lettuce in strips because all you have to do is kind of just chop it, right? So here you go. Doing that. Get it in strips. Use that in a moment. I'm going to put it in my bowl in a second. I love this recipe. My family loves this recipe, guys. We have done this quite a bit. All right. So there's the romaine. Now for the whole family, I'm going to be doing a lot more romaine lettuce than this because this is it is needed. So I just did this one head for now, and I'll show you the measurement for you in a minute. So again, you're going to have to multiply this recipe if you're going to do it for your whole family. You want to remember that. So now we're going to take, as this is heating up over here, I'm going to go back and check it, make sure it's going. Yep, I love it. I'm going to turn up just a little bit and let it simmer on and cook out. I love the smell of cooking meat and onions. Oh my goodness, my favorite. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So that's going. Boom. While that continues to do its thing, I'm going to start putting components together. So I got my bowl. Now we're going to start measurements. Measurements are a huge deal, guys. Weighing and measuring is huge. So the recipe says at this point, I'm going to start assembling the lettuce, and then I'm going to go back to the ground beef and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Michael Fox, I see a lot of folks on. Good to see you guys. All right, so I'm going to compile everything. The first thing we need to do is we need to take the lettuce. You see, it's going to be 3 cups of shredded lettuce. Let me show you how you deal with lettuce. All right, so oftentimes we misdo this. Here we go. So this is how you treat a cup of lettuce. Check this out. So in our minds, we think, oh, that's a cup of lettuce, and we make it in there all pretty and nice. Not so much. Watch this. We're going to take it and shove that stuff down. You treat it like it's brown sugar, baby. That stuff's good for you. You want to get these leafy greens in there, especially if it's like a spinach, and you're going to smash it down in there and get a full cup. And let me show you what it looks like. A full cup is very different when you do this. Watch. That's a full cup. Look at that. You see, you would misjudge if you're doing that in your mind's eye. I would think that's not a cup. Well, guess what? You get 3 of those. What? 3 cups of romaine lettuce. So that's just one. All right, so I'm telling you, we got to be careful when we measure. So I'm going to use the cup again and get this in here. Do not be shy. Do not be afraid. Pour that bad boy in here. Get it in there tight. This is going to be one complete lean and green meal for you guys. So you can already know. Look at that. There it is. Boom. Look at that. That's 2. That's only 2. We really need a bigger bowl. Lori got me a small bowl. Here's 3. I want to show you what 3 cups of lettuce looks like. This is incredible, right? I'm going to smush it down in there, hard and flat. There we go, right there. Oh my stars. That is what 3 cups of lettuce looks like. See how much more that is than you would think? 3 cups of lettuce is ginormous. That's a lot of food. Guess what? If you're doing this recipe and you're on our program, you've got to eat it all. That's a lot of food. Your body really needs those vegetables. And when it comes to a leafy green, you get a lot more vegetables. You get a cup per serving. So you get 3 servings of vegetables. That's a cup apiece. If you're doing like cauliflower or broccoli or something like that, it's only a half a cup. So take that into consideration. So if you're doing a complete lean and green, it's going to be 5 to 7 ounces of a lean meat. And then it's going to be 3 cups of a leafy vegetable that's going to be a low glycemic and half a cup of a low glycemic non-leafy vegetable. Let's get back to this meat. Okay, here we go. That's almost done. And I have been remiss on my duty of making sure this was done well. So I got chunks I'm breaking up right now. The onion's almost there. A couple more seconds on this. Loving it. Yeah. All right. Let it simmer just a little bit more. I like the slow cook because I love it when the onion taste gets in there. I don't mind it going for a few minutes because honestly, that flavor is getting around and it's getting all in there. Okay, so that thing's doing its thing. It's going to finish up in just a couple minutes. Boom, that sounds good. While it's doing that, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to start compiling some stuff. And I'm going to cut up my pickles. So here we go. So the pickles are supposed to be 1 ounce of pickle slices. How do we measure that? Hey, listen, we're going to go back to what we do with our meats. We're going to use a scale. And remember, we're very serious about this, so we want to turn it on and then use the tare. So I'm going to turn it on. So my scale's on. I'm going to go here, put this bowl in, and I'm going to click tare. If you've never done this, tare. And that makes it where it literally, it figures out that this is, you know, what 0 is. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Here we go. Tare. And then there's our unit. Okay, now I'm going to cut some pickle spears. So let's cut those up, and then we're going to measure them and put 1 ounce on our salad. So I'm going to cut these guys up real nice. My meat is still going. The onion has been very juicy, so that's really good for me because it makes it so that that meat doesn't overcook or anything. I can hear it just going to town over there. I love it. There goes my pickles. Chop those pickles up. Now you can put these on there. If you have pickle slices, you can put them on just like that. That actually is what the recipe says. We like them like this. So now I need a measure. All right, let me go stir that meat and pull it off. So I'm going to stir the meat and pull it off real quick. That's perfect. Oh my goodness, look at that. The meat is perfect. The onions are just perfect. Love it. I'm going to pull that off and leave it there. All right, and now I'm going to measure these pickles. Oh, my scale turned back off, so I got to turn it back on. All right. Waiting for the scale to light itself back up. It just did it. Now I'm going to do tare. Make sure that we get this right. All right, here we go. I'm going to do it again. So make sure we don't mess it up. There it is. So that's a tare. So now it's at 0 with the bowl on it. That's making sure that it is measuring correctly. So I'm going to put in here and get 1 ounce. I'm doing 1 serving for this, so if you're monitoring what I'm doing, I'm literally making 1 complete lean and green. Now for my family, I got to do more. So this is just for you guys to kind of see, and you're seeing this is like 2 pickle spears is going to be right at 1 ounce. So that's kind of what I figured out, right? Right at it, a little bit over. Let's take one of them out, and maybe a little teeny one there. Oh, that's close. This is like a game. Boom, there it is. All right, no, it's not. It's under. Holy mackerel. Oh, don't breathe on it. And we got it. Nope, we don't. Okay, 99 it's gonna have to be because I can't wait. All right, here we go. So we got this ready. Now it says that we're gonna take all these components and put them together inside of this. So I'm gonna take this little mix. It's my vinegar. I got a piece of lettuce in there. I'm gonna take the pickles and throw it in my vinegar. So it's in there. All right, let me turn this down here. Got my pickles in there. Don't wanna leave any out. Make sure I get that full serving. All right, so they're in there, great. So I got the pickles in there. And now I'm going to mix together onion powder. Oh my goodness, you guys, you see where this is going? Yum. So now I'm gonna get the onion powder and I am ready to do it. It says I need 1/8 tablespoon of onion powder. 1/8 tablespoon of onion powder. So I'm gonna do this. Boom, there's that. Okay, there it is. All right, I'm gonna take this and mix it up just a second. And then we're gonna put the dressing in with this. So we're gonna add the dressing here. Let me make sure I've got 2 tablespoons. All right, 2 tablespoons of wishbone light dressing. Here's 1 tablespoon. Boom, that's your tablespoon, not teaspoon. All right, got that. 2 tablespoons of this. 1, 2. There it is. And remember, this is a complete lean and green, so you don't even need to cheat yourself on the dressing. So if you've got light Thousand Island dressing, good news, you need 2 tablespoons of it for this specific recipe. So it's all added in as your condiments. All right, so we got that. Got this sesame seeds, everything ready. It looks like the meat's ready. All right, let's see. Yep, meat looks ready. There's our meat. Oh my goodness, we're about to compile this. Okay, so I've got to measure my meat. Oh, I hadn't put my, have I put my, yeah, I put my onion powder in there. Good, I'll mix that in just a second. Let's put this back down here so you guys can see it. All right, give me 1 second. Grab me a bit. Woo! You mamas out there that are always fixing, and my wife, y'all are awesome. This is a lot of effort. So I think y'all just do this to see if I can pull it off, right? Okay, so here's the 3 cups of lettuce. All right, we've got our meat right here. We have our components in here with our onion powder and everything ready to mix up. So the next thing we're gonna do is compile these in here. I need to measure now this meat. I need to measure 5 ounces. So hear this. You are gonna wanna always measure meat that is cooked, because if you measure meat uncooked, you're gonna cheat yourself on the meat. Oh, I did it again. Hold on. Here I'm messing up. I need to get it back to tear. It cut off, so I have to redo it again. Okay, now I can do it. So I'm gonna get the meat in there. I'm supposed to get 5 ounces. This is gonna be quite a bit. Let me get it in here. All right. Let's look at, you're getting to see what 5 ounces looks like after it's cooked. Okay, there's 2.7. Here you go, 3.63. There we go, we're close now. 5 ounces. All right, okay. There it is, that's really good. Okay, 5 ounces of lean meat. We take that, we put it on. There it is. Guys, this is gonna overflow the bowl. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a Big Mac in a bowl. Pretty. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add these components and mix them. Give me 1 second, we'll mix those guys up. And you know what? You may wanna put the pickles on separate. I'm mixing them in here. I'm getting them all in there. And again, this is for one lean and green. This is for one person's meal. This is not for a whole family. So I'm going back and I'm actually completing the rest of my family's meal. Besides this, I'm just giving you a look at what the one lean and green looks like. So there's the pickles on it. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so yummy. Let me tell you something. My family loves this dish. We love it. Oh, look at that. Boom. All right, now we're gonna put sesame seeds. Sesame seeds makes it feel like you're actually eating a Big Mac. I'm just saying, and it really does taste like you're eating a Big Mac in a bowl. I'm just saying. Okay, so here we go. Let's get those sesame seeds on there. Sesame seeds, right? And then we're gonna add, it says 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds. So not tablespoon, that would be a lot. All right, 1 teaspoon. Here it is, 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds. I'm gonna actually do this. So I'm gonna measure them like I always do. I always measure. Again, we're measuring everything. And I'm dumping them all over the place. Okay, but I like to do this. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, are you getting the feel that that looks and feels like a Big Mac? Boom. There it is. Guys, there it is. All of that is one complete lean and green. One complete Big Mac. And I got to tell you, this is a delicious meal. It is lean and green. You're eating what feels like a Big Mac. When you eat it, you'll actually think, I just ate a Big Mac. And guess what? You will not have gone to McDonald's. You will not have eaten meat that never expires after it's cooked. You'll not have eaten other kinds of crazy stuff. You'll have eaten this, and you'll feel better because it's healthy. We'll put the recipe in here soon. I've got to do one more thing to make this all done. Wouldn't be anything without the cheese, right? All right, here we go. So I'm going to take, and guess how much cheese you get? This is awesome. You get 2 tablespoons of that, and it actually feels like, that's teaspoons, I'm going to do tablespoon. All right, I need to clean this real quick. Be right back. All right, here we go. 2 tablespoons of that. My family would have been cheated if I'd left out the cheese. How about that? Here it is. Check it out. Here's one. I'm going to make sure it's good. Packing it in there. Done. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, goodness. Oh my goodness, goodness. You guys, watch this. Come on. Oh my goodness, goodness. Here it comes. Packing it in there. There it is. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. There it is. That is your Big Mac in a bowl. You guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I just want to say again, it is possible to eat healthy and eat stuff you love. And I'm telling you, this tastes like a Big Mac. It really does. Every time I eat it, I'm like, wow, I just fulfilled that need to get that favorite, meal I always used to get. And at the same time, it's going to be less calories. It's better for your body. And you're getting a lot of vegetables with that. That is a complete lean and green Big Mac in a bowl. You guys are awesome. Keep voting. Every Sunday night, Lori puts on what you can vote for next. So check Lori's page out if you want to vote on the next meal that I make on a Tasty Tuesday. And then if you love this and it was awesome and it's helped you, please share it to your page. Let other people know about it because we are all about seeing America get healthy. All right? Well, I'm going to see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Blessings, guys. Boom.